It's unbelievable. It's like being in a time machine, because this morning I felt like I'd sort of gone back 30 years, and to hear all the, the roar of the crowds and everything, it was quite moving, actually.
So, of course, we're talking about Princess Diana's dress. Now, what were you thinking when you saw Kate Middleton emerge from that car outside the Abbey today?
I thought she looked absolutely stunning. It was very, very different, obviously, to Diana's dress, which Diana's dress was a dress of the 80s, completely different times and everything. And, Kate just looked, it was just a perfect dress for her. It was classic, it was traditional, but also contemporary, because I don't know if you noticed the back of it. It had what would normally be a bustle, but it had a kind of a waterfall effect.
I think they described it as a flower. It was supposed to be in the kind of theme of a draping flower, some petals.
It looked absolutely stunning, and it was very original. And then you had all that beautiful lace, which I understand that the Royal School of Needlework actually constructed and made that lace, which must have taken a huge amount of time and an enormous amount of handwork.
And there seem to have been echoes of the 1950s in this dress, and specifically, of course, we're all looking back to Grace Kelly when she became the Princess of Monaco in a dress that is remarkably similar when we look back, with the lace bodice and a full skirt and a high waist. Were you thinking about that when you saw Kate?
Yes, I did, because, that's obviously a very influential dress. I loved all of that lace, and I think the way it was all put together, and it's so flattering, and, lace against skin and nice long sleeves, and it's just very, very delicate. And the other thing I thought was interesting, that I think it's a dress that would suit most figure shapes. So there's probably many, many, many brides out there thinking I would look really fabulous in that as well. So underneath it all, it's probably quite a commercial shape, and you're going to see it probably in the shops tomorrow. You know how quickly they work.
Look, I never expected it to be totally groundbreaking. It's royal wedding. I'd expected it to be conservative, but I was pretty disappointed. I think I've been reading a lot of commentary, though, and most people are thumbs up, but the fact that it was so blatantly copied, and if we, this is 2011. I'd love to see an evolution of an idea rather than a copy. Grace Kelly's dress won hands down, in my opinion. Just the delicate lace and the way the waist is much more defined to me. Kate is beautiful. She's got a beautiful figure, and it just seems really heavy around the hips. It makes her shoulders look really big. I think it's a real waste. And Alexander McQueen, I absolutely worship Alexander McQueen, and he works so intimately with lace makers, and there's pieces in his collections when he was alive where he's developed beautiful laces with peacocks, and then they've got this really boring twee thing. I know that it's inspired by flowers, but it doesn't work for me.